Okay, the main idea with finding inverses, and that's what this f negative 1 thing means. You should know that that means that it's the inverse. The whole thing is we're trying to undo everything that's been done to x. So first what happened to x is 5 got subtracted from it, and then we squared that whole thing, and then we multiplied by 1/2, and then we added 2. So if we're looking at x, what happened was we subtracted 5, and then we squared that, and then we multiplied by 1/2. Okay, so that's times 1/2, that x there, and then we added 2. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to take x and we have to undo everything. So first thing we did is we added, first thing we have to undo is the adding 2. So we take x, we subtract 2. Okay, that gives us x minus 2. Then what we did is we squared it, we multiplied it by 1/2. So to undo multiplying it by 1/2, we either divide by 1/2 or that's equivalent to multiplying by 2. Okay, so we take this whole thing, we multiply it by 2. Then what we did is we squared it. So to undo squaring, we have to square root it. So we square root this whole thing. Okay, then what we did is we subtracted 5. So now we're going to add 5. Okay, so we add 5 to the whole thing. And then our inverse ends up being square root 2 times x minus 2 plus, and then this plus 5 is not under the square root sign. Okay, so it's plus 5. Okay, so that's our inverse. If you want to do the switching x and y thing, that's fine. You'll get the same answer. If you don't, then you made a mistake. But this will work every time. So let me just show you another way to write this in a way that might make sense, just in case you were confused by that method. So let's rewrite the function over here. 1/2 x minus 5 squared plus 2. Okay, so what's happening to x? Well, in this direction, what we're doing is we're subtracting 5. Okay, then we square it. Then we multiply by 1/2. And then we add 2. So then to undo it, we have to go in the opposite direction. Minus 2 times 2 square root plus 5. Okay, that's going to give us the same answer. We get x minus 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, so x minus 2 multiplied by 2. Square root that whole thing. That's that next part. And then add 5. That's our inverse. Okay? So now what we need to do is we need to plug the inverse in for the original function. Okay, so I'll rewrite the original function one more time just so you have them next to each other. Here it is. It's 1/2 x minus 5 squared plus 2. Okay, we're going to get f of f inverse of x. What this means is everywhere we see an x in our original function, we're going to replace it with the entire inverse. Okay, so what we get is we get 1/2 times. Okay, so instead of x, we're going to write square root of 2 times x minus 2 plus 5. Okay, so we've replaced all of x with our whole inverse. Now we have to finish it up. Minus 5 squared plus 2. Okay, make sure you take a second to look at this. I won't say anything for 5 seconds. Okay, I'm not sure if that was 5 seconds or not. But now what we have to do is we have to start simplifying some stuff. So let me get a different color in here. 5 and negative 5, those cancel. Plus 5 minus 5. Okay, that leaves us with 1/2 times square root 2 times x minus 2 squared plus 2. Okay, the next thing that cancels is we have a square and we have a square root sign. Okay, if you square a square root, oh, those cancel. Okay, so now we are left with 1/2 times 2 times x minus 2 plus 2. All right, well now we're multiplying 1/2 times 2. Those cancel, and we are left with just x minus 2 plus 2. Oh, well then, minus 2 and plus 2 cancel, and we're just left with x. So that tells us algebraically that these are the inverses, and we're good.